Welcome and hello, my beautiful Taurus, my beautiful, beautiful bulls. Brenda Tarot here with your general tarot and oracle card forecast for the week of October the 10th to the 16th, 2022. Let's see what we have here for this week. Starting off with your first all-over energy card you've been given, Be Bold and Make the First Move. Along with that, you have been given the chain of events that will affect your life and the card of the child. So let's see what these three cards together represent and also how it collaborates with this reading. So being bold and making the first move may have to do with something about some situation. Maybe perhaps you've had a little bit of opposing energy and there has been maybe a disappointment with a friend, a colleague, a family member. Sometimes things can be taken out of context. Don't be afraid to be the first one to step up and try to clear the air. Don't leave any unresolved issues that have to do with the energy of people around you that are important in your life. You might also be feeling that you've met somebody and you're waiting to see if they're going to react and how they're going to come forth towards you. Maybe you're out there and you've met someone who could be someone that you're thinking of in a romantic way. Perhaps you know you need to take the bull by the horn, as they say, Taurus, and be bold and make the first move. Don't be afraid to step up and make that first call, that first text, that first connection. Perhaps you need to do something like this if you've put a resume out. Don't be afraid to contact your recruiters or contact places that you've submitted resumes to businesses and just to tweak them. I always say that the squeaky door gets the oil. I said you had the chain of events that will affect your life. You know, 1,000 miles starts with one step forward, and a link in a chain is the continual movement forward. Each link connects to the next one. There may be a chain of events actually that will affect your life. Maybe you're making contacts, meeting people around you that are going to help escalate and promote you to move forward in the direction towards your goals. It could have to do with that. But you could be changing things up. You could be crossing your T's, dotting your I's, and getting those ducks in a row towards some sort of event or some sort of goal or project that you're working towards right now. Again, don't be afraid to make the first move to go after this goal that you're wanting to see come to fruition. In the next position, as I said, you had the child card, and there could be something new coming in, fresh and youthful, a new beginning that's making you feel this magic within you. Looking at situations through the mind and the eyes of a child is a beautiful, fresh thing to do without fear, going boldly towards your goals, your passion, and being enthusiastic about it. Some of you, there may be a child being brought into the family fold, an announcement of a child or an adoption as well. But I do think that you could be tapping into your inner child and realizing that things are going to unfold as you take these next steps forward that will be happy and joyful. Coming in with those messages, you have the tarot cards in the first row here. You've got the Eight of Swords and you've got the Empress. So something could be making you feel indecisive, making you feel as though you're trapped in a situation, making you feel as though your position forward is being blocked. Know that this is a card that says you can get up in your head and you might presume and assume this because things aren't moving as fast as you want them to. Okay. You're scared to go forward. Some of you feel as though you're walking on eggshells at the moment, afraid to take a step forward in case you make a mistake. Get out of your head. As they say, this is about you shooting your own foot off and sabotaging your direction to go forward in a positive direction. We've all been there, but this is important that you see the picture in complete clarity. So take off the blindfolds and be sure that you can look around you. Your position here is just the fact that you're getting up in your head and you're allowing that, as they say, stinking thinking to determine your happiness and your peace of mind here. Coming in with this, you have the Empress, and the Empress is all about giving birth to your dreams, all about nurturing yourself and those things, those goals that you're leaning towards, if you nurture them, you're going to see them grow. The Empress has that ability to go forward. She has the power of leaning into her king, who we all know is the Emperor, who's logical and organized and a leader figure. She has that ability to pull from that strength as well and go forward towards her goals in the feminine aspect of it. So she represents, dealing with the energy of marriage and children and issues involving motherhood and creativity right now. And you could be in that position right now, taking care of your needs. Okay, doing what's right for you. Maybe you need a time out. Maybe you feel as though you were in a position here that things aren't moving fast enough here with the Eight of Swords. So it's time for you to preoccupy yourself and realize that it's time for you to take care of yourself. But when the Empress shows up, it is happiness. It's abundance. It's all about indulging in things that you love and nurture and that are going to bring you to this beautiful feeling of, excellent emotional and physical good health. So spend time doing the things that you want to do, but keep your eyes open in the process. Realize that there is possibility here for you to have this abundance and be happy. Don't sabotage yourself by thinking negatively, because what we think, we become, we attract. Coming in next, you have the Five of Swords and the Decisions card, the Seven of Cups. So this is about picking your battles wisely. You may win the war, but lose. You may win the battle, but lose the war, as they say, or vice versa. When we go into battle mode, there's always that possibility of consequences and sacrifices and risks. Make sure you think about your move. If you're called up to get involved in some sort of debate or some sort of battle mode with opposing energy, think twice before you go in there, because you may have to sacrifice something in order to win something. Is it worth it? Making choices and decisions right now that could be determined around this opposing energy. Maybe some of you are dealing with a legal situation here that requires you to have to go in and advocate and fight for yourself. And you may think that you win, and then at the end of the day, you think, why did it have to come to this? Why couldn't we have been amicable more? Why couldn't we could have come to a conclusion here and been, more adaptable and compromised maybe. But the Seven of Cups says you are going to be faced with some major decisions and choices. And it's important and imperative that you determine these decisions on long term. What's going to last the test of time? What's going to bring you your benefits on long term? Don't jump in and take the first offer that glitters at you, because everything that glitters isn't always gold. There could be situations here where you think, oh, there's the big money. I'm going to take that job because they're going to pay me more. And then you're going to find out the workload is tripled, or they're not going to allow you the holidays you want or the benefits that you want or that you require and you feel you deserve. So be careful about any major decisions you're making here. And this could also be determined around any opposing energy where you feel you're going to jump into some sort of drama with somebody. So pick your battles wisely. It might be easier to walk away from that battle. In the center position, you come out ahead of the game, and perhaps it's because you thought about that. Excuse me. You have the Chariot here, who I call the champion, along with the Ace of Swords, which is, victory, and it's success, and it's the struggles that you've gone through, and you come out ahead of the game, and you're able now to see growth and a new beginning. The Chariot is about going into that arena, but with optimism and positive. And often he's depicted not even hanging on to the reins of his horses as he charges in there, knowing there's risks and consequences, but he's positive, he's optimistic, he's done his work, he knows he's good, and he has those skills. So I do think that you're going to come out ahead of the game here. Perhaps there is a situation that you're going in towards, and you're going to find that you're going to come out a winner. Coming in next, you have that worry card, the Nine of Swords, and the Eight of Pentacles. So you could be concerned about finances and money, and you're working very hard towards that goal. But this is a card that says the Nine of Swords says stop worrying. You need to put your troubles on the chair before you go to bed. it's almost needless worry. It's getting up in your head. It's sabotaging yourself again, as I had spoken about the Eight of Swords. Now you have the Nine, and it's led you, this worry, to almost, not get your rest, being worried about it and losing sleep, which can bring on health issues if you're not careful. So stress is a situation that we all know that can bring on physical issues that hold you back from succeeding at your job and your career here. So you could be, doing your due diligence here, but you need to stay determined. You need to stay consistent. You need to realize that by doing this work, applying your effort and an investing your time into this, you're going to find your skills are going to be honed. They're going to be perfected. You're going to get noticed and rewarded for them. Some of you could be amping up the level of your income bracket, your tax bracket here, by adding to your resume, by taking some sort of course or degree, or getting a credit in something that will actually level you up there. So stop worrying. I think as long as you stay focused on what's important here, which looks like you're working towards finances here, that you definitely will find that by doing that, you can let go of this. You need to distract yourself and keep busy to let go of the worry. You've got the Knight of Cups coming in your final position here, along with the Page of Rods. Knight of Cups is energy charging in towards you that brings you the gift of time, effort, support, and perhaps even your knight in shining armor that sweeps you off your feet and you fall madly in love. But I often look at this card as connections, getting the right connections, being in the right contact with people where the puzzle pieces fit, where if you're in business, you're going to meet that contact. You're going to meet that person that has the same goals, and you're going to be able to go forward feeling this feeling of loving what you do and loving your job, loving your career, loving that position. But for others, this could be somebody charging in here to sweep you off your feet. You'll feel almost as though you've been rescued at this time. The Page of Rods says this is exciting. This is news that comes forth here. And the Page of Rods is that card that says it's a messenger, because pages are all messengers that come forth. And this particular one is about new insight and fresh ideas and having the confidence and being willing to go in a new direction right now. You could be experiencing enthusiasm and creativity right now. But again, there could be a charming admirer coming in, and especially when we see the Knight of Cups as well. This is a duality here. Perhaps you will be meeting the Page of Cups or Page of Rods along with the Page of Cups, or one or the other. But it's a fresh start, and it's time to be inspired and take those chances, because there's new opportunities that the Page of Rods is bringing. And it could be the news of perhaps the Page of Cups coming in to help you and be lighthearted and have fun and go through these beautiful things here in a relationship that maybe will become new to you and alive and exciting here. So it's going to definitely be a distraction, from current projects and things that you're working on that could be taxing you here to the point where you're exhausted and tired. So great reading. Just be careful of the choices that you're making. I do believe that, you could be called up to get involved in someone else's drama. Pick your battles wisely. Make those choices wisely. Is it worth going into that situation whereby you can end up losing something at the end of the day, sacrificing something to get ahead? Well, I wish you a great remainder to today and a beautiful, optimistic week here to look forward to, my beautiful Taurus. Always know I stand in the circle of love and light for you, and I'll see you soon.